Hey everyone, welcome back to... Oh, sorry, I just kicked the table.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to another episode of Sassy and Sober with Caitlin and Sophie.
Hey everyone, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
We took a week off, but we're back now, ready
Yeah.
to rock and roll.
We had a week to refresh. Anyways, we'll get on to our favourites and I can explain not why we had a week off. There's many reasons we had a week off, but that's okay. Anyways.
Do you want to go first?
My favourite of the week is my family.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's so cute. So, basically, little backstory. I don't know why I'm holding the microphone.
Stop touching the mic. You're like, backstory.
Sorry. So, in 2020, my mum's going to hate me for saying her age. It was meant to be my mum's 50th birthday.
Yeah.
Well, it was her 50th, but all of her family was meant to come over from New Zealand to celebrate. But COVID happened, so they didn't come over. So then after my mum had surgery in February, her sisters were like, we should reorganise it. So we all reorganised it for her 53rd to be her 50th.
Aw, yeah.
And so all of her family came over from New Zealand. And it was actually so amazing because I hadn't seen my family for almost 4 years. Like,
Wow.
yeah, so a long time. I'd seen my nana and my nana had come over, but like the rest of my family, I hadn't seen anyone for 4 years. And it was actually such an amazing time.
That's a long time to go without seeing family.
Yeah, like obviously I
like-
have my immediate family and I have some family in Melbourne, but of my 6 aunties and uncles, well 5 aunties and uncles, I've only seen one of them.
You have
4
a lot
years.
of auntie and uncles. Aunties and
Aunts
uncles.
and uncles. Yeah.
You have a lot.
Yeah, I do. I have 5, so like 10 on my mum's side, like
All together, yeah.
yeah, like the couple,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh, couple. Wait,
6 on my dad's side.
10 couples or 10 people?
10 people.
Right. So 5 couples.
Yeah, so my mum is one of 6 and my dad's one of 4.
Wow, big family.
Yeah. So it was actually amazing to see everyone.
Yeah.
And they kept asking me, they're like, are we going to be on the podcast?
yeah.
I was like, yes, here you go. And we took like some really cute photos. I don't know if I should put them up because I don't know if people want them to be up. But last time we were together, I'll show you. We took photos of our like all the cousins in height order and in age order. And then we left gaps for the people who weren't there.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, that was my favourite of the week, seeing my family, which is why we didn't have an episode for last week because I had family over.
Family down,
Over?
up.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone was just at our house and I kept telling people at work and they were like, oh, where are you going? I was like, I'm going nowhere. But we just stayed at home and we had a lot of alcohol. There was a lot of alcohol in my house. Yeah. Like we have a tradition where every time we have like a family reunion, we always have Baileys.
Oh, really?
And so my nana came over. My nana loves Baileys.
Yeah.
And so she stocked up on Baileys. I think she bought like 1 bottle and we might have already had 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next person came, they brought a bottle. Then the next person came, they brought a bottle. And then my uncle brought like 3 bottles from duty free. And we were like, when are we ever going to get through it? We did though.
Oh, no
We
way.
got through it all.
You're all drunk at the same time.
Yeah, it was literally like I went around and took plastic cups to everyone. And then I went around with a bottle of salted caramel and a bottle of original. And I'm like, right, who wants some?
Just that?
Not just Baileys, no.
Okay, I was going to say, that's intense.
No, not just Baileys. We had wine, spirits. We had a lot of gin and spirits.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying, what did you have with the Baileys?
Oh, just Baileys.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Can you just have Baileys?
Yeah. Why'd you say Baileys?
I
like
don't know.
that?
I said Baileys so weird. Baileys?
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 Yeah.
Really?
Baileys with ice, and I sometimes
No way.
water it down with milk.
Oh.
Yeah, just like a little
I would have it
sippy
with
drink
milk.
after.
Is that weird?
No, because
milk?
Baileys straight is quite strong.
Yeah, that's
like
why
for me,
I'm
I find
surprised.
it quite strong. So I watered it down with milk.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like your after dinner, like dessert. So we went out for
Love it.
we went and had an an event at like Viviano's.
Yeah.
And we had cake there and then it finished at like 9:30, super early.
Yeah.
So kick-ons at my house with Baileys.
Whoa, love it.
I was trying to convince everyone to go out.
Oh, no way.
But nobody wanted to.
In your family.
Yeah. Anyways,
to my favorite, I got my lashes lifted and tinted.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, lash lift and tint.
Oh, you were saying that last
I said I was
episode?
I don't know how long ago I said that. But yeah, I said I was going to do it. Finally did it. Oh my God.
Where'd you go?
Beauty at the Towers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I went to the one in Rouse Hill.
Yeah.
Anyways, so good.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh my gosh, it's so intense. And then it just like takes a while to like die down. But it's so good because like I feel like I look put together, but I'm not.
Without being put together.
Like I wake up and they're curled. After the shower,
100%.
they're curled. It's just so much easier.
Yeah.
And I obviously like I still put mascara on today.
I was going to say, do you have mascara on?
Yeah.
But they look
I only put a
lifted.
little bit of mascara. Like I didn't load it on. And yeah, it just makes me look way better.
No, you always look good anyways. But no, I get what you're saying.
But the girl that did my lashes, I was asking her about like, oh, is it a good job and stuff like that? And she's like, yeah.
Career change?
It's funny. No, she's like, it's funny because at the start of the year, it was like, you don't really get many clients. It's usually people coming back for things. But because everyone's going to Europe, she's like, everyone's coming to get their lashes done.
Yeah, before
lashes,
you go away.
Eyebrows.
My sister and my mum went and got theirs done before our family came over.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone...
Like she's like,
I did that before we went
to Thailand.
I'm pretty sure I went and got mine done.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, everyone's coming to get their lashes done because they're going to Europe. And she was like, one of the girls that came got her lashes done because she was like planning to get with someone on a Contiki at Europe. And I was like, oh, that's so funny because I know so many people that are in Europe right now.
Yeah, everyone. It's the time. I think it's like it just goes through phases because I remember the same thing happened last year at some like winter here, summer in Europe. Yeah. Everyone was going. And now.
I feel like now it's even more though.
Yeah. Because I feel like last year some people were still a bit like hesitant from COVID and like people were working. Yeah. But now everyone's like, right, got to go.
Yeah.
We were going to go.
We were going to go.
We'd mentioned going.
Do you reckon we would have done a Contiki there?
I don't know because I keep thinking about it. I definitely want to go to Europe and I keep thinking about it, but I don't know what I want to do quite.
Like, over there.
Yeah.
Because it's so big and there's so much to do.
And there's so many countries. The thing is, like my sister's doing a Contiki in Europe next year, this time next year.
Yeah, exciting.
But she's doing like one of the ones that does like every country and there are so many countries to go to. And so I was like, oh, I could come on that with you. And then she sort of like didn't like the idea.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Let me go by myself.
Like, okay, thanks.
That's okay. I'll just chill home by myself.
Yeah. But then I didn't know like if I wanted to do it because there's so many countries and so many cities and towns and stuff. And I'm like,
no, you should do it.
I don't know
experience.
what. Yeah, I don't quite know what I want to do though. So,
but I feel like that's why Contikis are good.
Yeah,
because
I reckon.
they have stuff planned for you. Like remember Thailand?
Yeah,
everything was
planned for us. Yeah, true.
Like we went to what did we do? The elephant sanctuary.
We did so much. Yeah,
Thailand was great though. Highly recommend.
Thailand was such an amazing trip.
I think we've mentioned it a couple times, but haven't actually talked about it.
We haven't quite gone into detail. I thought our Thailand Contiki was amazing.
Yeah,
like just the trip, but the people, the experience.
Yeah,
it was all.
If you have a good group, so good.
I said this the other night to I can't remember who it was to, but I feel like we always say like our Contiki had the best group.
Yeah,
but my sister went on a Contiki at the same time and she was like, our Contiki was the best group. And I think the thing with Contiki is that if you're going to go on a Contiki, like if you're going to sign up for a Contiki, you're very open to doing it. Yeah. You're open to meeting new people and going like on this trip.
Doing things with people,
especially people you don't know. So I think for any Contiki, you're 85% of the time going to have a good group. Sometimes there might be people you don't get along with and that's just like that's just how it goes. But a majority of the people are there for a good time.
And I like about Contiki, I like the fact that even though you have planned activities, you still have your own time.
Yeah, like...
So we had so much free time. We did so... Honestly, ours was crazy.
Yeah, there was a time where I was like thinking about it and I actually forgot everything that we did.
I know.
And I was like, oh, and I forgot like the stuff that happened on it.
Oh my God, we all got sick at one point and...
Oh, literally everyone got sick.
Do you remember
the first night?
Was that when Bob got sick?
No.
What was the first? See, I don't even remember. The first night was we went out to the club, the ping pong show.
We did so much. All right, let's just go through the whole thing. So
we got there a day early, right?
Yeah. So we flew out on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
We were all at a New Year's Eve party the night before, and then got up at 5 a.m. We probably got home at like 1:30.
1:30. Got up at 5.
Yeah, we had about 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Then we flew out that morning. But actually, that morning was so good because we got into the Qantas lounge and we sat there and had like a nice breakfast.
Yes.
But we also like sat and debriefed of the night before. And it was actually really good.
It was good.
And then we flew out. Oh my God, people outside are so annoying.
Making noises.
It's so loud here today.
Yeah.
It's partially...
Oh my
people
God.
Shut up. It's partially in one of my vlogs if you want to go check that out on my YouTube channel.
Yes, it is.
We flew straight to
Phuket.
No, we flew to Bangkok.
Oh yeah, we had
and then went Bangkok to Phuket.
Yeah.
We had a layover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
we got into
Phuket late though.
Late, yeah.
We arrived late and then we're at our hotel late. I wouldn't even know what time it was.
Yeah.
I probably have
think
a
we
video.
just went straight to bed, right?
Oh, literally. We went into our apartment and then
crashed. Next morning, we were like, all right, let's do some walking around.
Yeah.
Kind of get to know
wandered
the area a bit.
We weren't staying in Phuket for that long.
No. But like it's good. We wanted to know where we're going.
It was nice to wander. Yeah.
So we went to the beach. Like we went for a walk on the beach and then we went to, it's like the main strip.
Yeah. What was it called?
Patong? No.
The road. Bangla Road.
Bangla Road.
Oh.
Why did I think Patong?
Because Patong was the beach. We were staying on Patong Beach.
Yeah.
And then Bangla Road is like the main. We'll put a photo in of Bangla Road because
it's the main strip, right?
Yeah.
And we walked around and did a lot of what's it called? Bartering.
Yeah.
Bartering.
We were
I wasn't great at it.
There were some nice shoes,
shoes,
sneakers. This is all like fake stuff, by the way.
Yeah, they're not real. But
we got some shoes.
I got a purse.
You got a purse. I got a bag. Katie got a bag.
Someone got sunnies.
Bob got sunnies. Katie got sunnies.
What did Amy get? She got something.
Amy got clothes, didn't she?
She did. She did get clothes. Yeah.
And so we just sort of like wandered and like looked at things. That was really good. I sort of wish we had more downtime like that.
Yeah.
Like if we'd gotten there like a few days before, we could have like explored a bit more and like gone to the beach.
It was kind of hard. I remember that day though, I was exhausted.
Yeah, we were actually so tired. You guys slept in. You guys stayed up talking the night before for so damn
Who was
long.
I with?
Was someone in the other room or did we all sleep together? We had like 2 rooms, but there was only 2 people in each room. So me and Bob were in one room.
Was I with Amy?
I'm sure you 3 were together in the same room.
Me, Amy, and Katie.
Yeah, because then the next night Amy was in the other room.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you and
Katie and Amy
were
stayed
all talking for so long.
Because Amy's chatty.
Bob crashed quick as. I was there so exhausted, but I actually couldn't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys just kept talking and talking and talking. And I yelled out. We had the interconnecting door open. I yelled out. I was like, you guys just shut up.
Yes, I do remember that actually.
Like, I was like,
you were like,
and then I heard you guys whispering and you were like, she's angry. I'm like, I'm not angry. Just like talk quiet. Like, I'm fine if you talk. I don't care. Yeah. Just quietly.
But yes, like that day we were walking around shopping, bartering. I was tired.
Yeah, I think we all were. It was so nice to go walk around.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we just headed back to the hotel.
And then we met the Contiki group that night.
Yeah. Well, before that, we were just at the pool and people, did we have our group? Like we had a group chat? No. How did we know Patrice?
Oh, yes, we had a group
I was
chat.
messaging Patrice before our Contiki. So on like, there's a Facebook group for any Contikis and you can like put up what Contikis you're going on and like find people before, because you don't actually know people until you get there.
Yeah.
So then I found Patrice and
Love her.
Yeah. Not going to lie, Patrice, if you're listening. I was keen to like meet up with you, but then other people were like, oh, no, like we don't know her. I'm like, we're going to meet her eventually. Like, let's just meet her.
As a shy person,
I was the same, but I was like,
you were more,
we're going to meet people.
But she's beautiful.
And Patrice was so beautiful. She walked in with her bright pink suitcase and her bright pink phone case. Such a gorgeous thing.
Her pink is her favorite color. Anyway,
so we met Patrice and we just hung by the pool, had some cocktails. Then
did we meet Tristan as
Tristan
well?
came, he joined us in the pool.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if anybody else, the boys came.
The boys came, but we didn't really talk to them because we weren't sure if they were in the Contiki or not, and we didn't want to ask.
Do you remember what I said when the boys rocked up?
No. What did you say?
Well, Patrice said, I don't want to say it if they're watching it.
No, say it. Go on.
Patrice rocked up and she was like, oh yeah, there's another group of Aussie guys. I was like, oh, Aussie guys? Because I was single. Who else was single?
Amy.
Oh, it was just me and Amy who were single.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck my life. Cut that bit out.
I'm giving that. That's funny.
Anyways, it was just me and Amy who were single. But then we were swimming in the pool and we swam to the other end. I came up. Someone was on the side of the pool and I went up on the side and I was like, girls, look hot. There's a group of guys walking past.
Oh my God.
So,
I don't even remember that.
I don't know who I said that to. It was so funny.
I don't think you said
Then
that
they
to me.
walked past and they got lost finding their room. And then they came and sat by the pool, but they didn't sit near us, so we didn't like know.
Yeah,
who
I
they
think we were too scared to go up and like
they
talk.
were very intimidating the way they were like sitting there.
Very intimidating.
And so like we left
really
them.
nice guys, but very intimidating
At first so intimidating, but then like we sat down on the first night when we were meeting and like they came in. Do you remember when everyone was sitting down and we were like, right, name, and we'd just go on. Every time one person sat down, we'd add a name and then we'd go back around. Yeah. And then the next person would sit down, you go back around, add the name.
That's how you remember them. You gotta just
Didn't remember them though.
No, not the first night.
No.
Anyways, that night we hung out by the pool, got to know each other with drinking.
Was that night? No.
Yeah.
No, that was the pool party night. The first night we went out.
Oh my God.
The first night we
this
sat
is why
and had dinner.
I have no idea what happened when.
So the first night we sat down and had dinner. Like we met everyone, had our like introduction meeting. Then we had dinner at the hotel. Then after that we went to just a bar to have drinks. Remember that's when we had all the buckets.
Yeah.
And August was dancing on the...
Oh, on the pole, the stripper pole.
So August was our trip manager. He is the best trip manager ever.
We got lucky.
Like, if you are going on... What was the trip? The Thai Island West
Hopper.
The Island Hopper. Whatever it was called.
I don't know. Something like that.
Something like that. And if you have August, he is amazing.
He's amazing.
I mean, everyone says their trip manager is great.
I reckon all of them are pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't think there would be any.
August was the best. August, love you, bro. Yeah.
Anyway, he was up on the bar had like stripper poles. So he would stand up on the bar, start dancing on the stripper pole,
and then he got shy.
We loved it. Yeah,
so funny.
He got shy. But then that night, oh my God, this is like.
So then
I don't regret this. I'm glad we did it.
Oh, it was the biggest bonding experience ever.
We went to a ping pong show. We're not going to explain what it is.
We're not going to go into detail. It's just a ping pong show.
It's just a ping pong show. If you
really
really would like to know what it is, you can search it up.
Please don't search it up. No, don't do that. That's a bad idea.
We didn't really want to go on this. We didn't really want to go.
So August had originally just like, oh, we'll go out like to a bar for drinks and then maybe a show afterwards. And we were like, a show? Okay, fun.
And then we kind of found out it was the ping pong show.
Everyone started saying
we
a
all
ping
thought
pong
everyone
show.
was like, no, we're not going.
Yeah. And then like we went around and asked everyone and they were like, oh, sure, if everyone's going, we'll go.
And then we were like, oh, well, we can't not go. We can't be the only ones not to go.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone was literally like all in, none in. Like everyone was sort of like, no. But I was like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
You were going to do it together.
Everyone did it.
And everyone went, and it was the most traumatic experience, but it was so interesting.
It was so funny.
Traumatic.
Do you remember the shit that happened in it?
Yes.
All of it?
Yes. And I don't even want to. Anyway, it was an experience. Then after that. Then. Shh. Are you talking about the cigarette? Yeah. Anyway, then after.
It was an experience.
It was an experience. But then after that, after we were all traumatized, it's a very good bonding experience. I think we all.
Yeah.
Like, were like, oh my God. After that, we went to a club.
Yeah. It was like the number 1 rated.
Yeah.
Club
It was really good. It was
so good.
But there was a punch up.
Some people got a bit rowdy.
So the guys, the ones that were intimidating.
Very intimidating because they got in a punch up.
Well,
we don't actually know what happened.
We don't really know what happened.
We were honestly vibing so hard. Like there was like almost more than half our group were together.
Yeah.
And we were all just like dancing.
But I remember I had walked away from you guys. Because this is what happened. Amy went off.
Oh, did you go find her?
No, hold on, listen. Amy went off to talk to one of the guys. No, she knew someone there, or
no, she met up. She found someone.
I don't know what happened, but she was talking to these other people, and then we're on the dance floor, and we're kind of getting frustrated because we're like, "Where's Amy? She's not texting us back."
We couldn't find her. Yeah,
we couldn't, and it's like we're in a different country, so we're a little worried.
Yeah, especially on their first night.
Yeah, it's a bit.
We didn't know anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we were dancing and I kind of moved away from the girls to go see if I could see her. And as I was doing that, one of the boys and this other dude.
It was another Aussie guy.
Don't know who, in our group. Yeah, don't know who it was. They were arguing and they were right in front of me and his friend, another random, looked at me and is like, sorry, can you just hold this for me? Pass me his drink.
I remember that.
And I've gone, oh, okay. Then he starts to push his friend, the one that's being aggressive, starts to push him away and goes, just leave it. And I'm going, what's going on?
What the hell?
And then someone, I think it was the Aussie one we don't know, threw the punch. And then
yeah, I think he threw the first punch.
Yeah, but our guy from our Contiki, I don't think he punched back.
No, so
his friend, the other
from our Contiki,
his friend came up and just took over and like almost like choked this guy. I was like scared.
It was so scared. Like
because
everything was like so fine and everyone was like so calm.
Yeah.
And then like to turn around in 2 seconds and they looked like they looked like they were like in their face and it was scary.
I then go in my head, I'm like, okay, I have to go tell the girls that there's a punch up because they were being so pushy.
They were very pushy. And like, we could feel them because you were like at the back of the group and we were right against the stage.
Yeah.
And so they had started and we could like
feel them
and
pushing.
it was a bit like pushy shovey all night. Yeah. But that was just like the crowd.
It was intense. And then before I'm trying to walk back to the girls, before I could get to them, there was this massive, massive shove. And then all of a sudden.
And because like they were on this side of us and they pushed towards us, like on top of us. We literally got shoved onto the stage.
All of a sudden, the two guys that are punching are on top of Bobby.
Literally on the ground. Bob's on the ground.
Everyone
is standing literally on when her. When I say people are standing on top of her.
Literally
she had shoe marks on her legs. Like
she got trampled.
She literally got trampled.
Anyway, we're screaming like, get up,
I remember I was going rage. I was like, get out! I was like
you
screaming.
Were mad. And I remember
I was pushing them back.
I just remember I didn't even grabbing her and just yanking her because I was nat. Never fails. And I pulled her up and was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?"
I was like actually trying to break the boys apart.
You were like looking about to get in there.
Oh, looking back at it now, I'm like, how did I do that? Because I would have been scared that they would have come after me.
Yeah, but you just get
the fact
when they
that
go
Bob,
after.
Bob had disappeared.
Yeah.
And like she was over there and we had been pushed back and the boys were on top of her and I was literally pushing them back to pull her up.
Because I think what happens
She lost
is
her
when
shoes, she lost her bag, she lost her phone, like
literally all of it.
everything.
I think what happens is when you're like they involve someone who's not involved, that's your friend, you just get so
it was just
angry.
instinct.
Like I was pissed off.
Yeah.
And I was like, because these guys are at Contiki, and I'm like, bro, fair enough. Our guys probably didn't start it, but
No.
still, it was a bit like, come on now.
Yeah.
But there was 4 guys in this group, right? In our Contiki. One of the guys came up to Bob and was like, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? Poor Bobby was like in shock. She didn't.
Yeah, she didn't know what just happened.
Yeah,
so
she
then
didn't say
like
anything.
the boys got and security took forever to
get
come.
there.
So long.
So long.
So the boys eventually got taken away. We were then like, what the hell? Amy was still not with us at this point.
No, Amy's
so
God knows where.
left the club and we started calling her being like, Amy, we're leaving now.
Like we didn't go home. We just went outside.
We were like very close to walking because Bob was just in so much shock that she needed to go home.
Yeah, and the boys almost started fighting outside again.
Yeah, I remember I went up to
leave.
them and I started pulling them away. But one of the boys, he was the sweetest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
After we got out of the club, he came up to us and he was like, are you girls all okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fine. She's not. But like...
We'll be okay.
Yeah, we're okay.
And bless them, they did apologize the next morning.
Did they? I
Yeah.
don't ever remember them apologizing. I remember
I got told they apologized.
Yeah.
I don't remember. They
apologized to you. Did they apologize to Bob? They must have.
They must have. Because I remember someone saying they apologized
Yeah.
the morning after.
Yeah. Because the nicest guy, he was like, you girls just like get home. Like, we're fine. Just like, you girls need to go home, get home safely, blah, 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 whatever. So we left. We got home. I think Bob... Was that... No, that wasn't the night she crashed.
I think we just all went to bed.
I think we just like...
I think we were all like, what the fuck? And went to bed.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next day...
The next day, I remember...
We had breakfast.
Yeah, I remember getting up the next morning and we were like... I think we were like a little bit late to breakfast because we were all just like talking.
Yeah.
About like...
What happened?
Bob being trampled. But then like we walk out of our room and you could see the boys sitting there at breakfast.
Yeah.
And I remember them looking at us and I turned around. I was like, they've seen us. They're talking about us. Not talking about us, but I was like,
yeah,
they've seen us. And like they all turned around and looked at us as we walked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, everything must have been fine after that.
Yeah, everything was fine between the group.
Know.
I think after that we kind of all were bonded and like everyone had apologized, so it was like we all loved each other. It was fine. The next day was the elephant sanctuary.
So
amazing. So good.
Yeah. So the elephant sanctuary we went to was like, it was a sanctuary. It wasn't like a I don't know the other places.
Yeah, it's not like a place where you ride an elephant. It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's like one where they look after the elephants.
They cared for all the elephants.
And you just like go around, walk around, and you can go up to the elephants and pat them.
Yeah. And it's all like it's probably a bit controversial because a lot of sanctuaries in Thailand are there to like torture the elephants.
Yeah, which is sad.
But from as much as we were told...
The place that we went
to, it
like,
was beautiful.
Beautiful. And they actually looked after the animals.
Yeah.
You could tell though, because the animals, the elephants literally roamed free.
Yeah.
They had a carer with them the whole time.
It was a whole jungle. And they were like not shut off or anything.
They weren't in cages or anything. So it was really good. But yeah, you got to pat them, feed them. Honestly, such a good experience.
So beautiful.
Yeah. And then we went back
to the hotel.
Was this the pool party?
This is pool party night. Yeah.
This is a funny
Then this was actually great because after that night we then bonded with this group of guys.
Yeah. So we were all friends.
We all like spoke about what had happened because they sort of didn't know what had happened. They were very drunk.
I don't think they realized like how it started either.
They were very drunk and so they didn't remember anything at all. So I think when we went to breakfast, they didn't like know
they weren't
anything
sure
and they were just like, oh, hey. But then at the pool party, we broke it down and we were like, yeah,
This is what you guys
this
did.
happened. And they were like, oh,
so sorry. That's
yeah.
so embarrassing.
And we were
Stuff
like
that.
at this point, we were like, nah, it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, because Bobby was fine. So we're like,
Yeah.
nah, it was funny.
And
But
so we like proper bonded that night.
yeah.
That was a fun
That was a fun
night.
night. We all got really drunk.
Yeah.
So basically, the pool got shut by 8, and then everyone kind
it
of
was later.
No, it was 8 o'clock, and then everyone. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Then we decided, it was like us and the boys, that group. We decided to play some ping pong, and
Like
I think one of the
actual
boys,
ping pong.
yeah, went and bought more alcohol.
Oh,
the
they
bar
disappeared.
closed.
They disappeared and went and bought like 6
So much
packs of
beer.
beer.
And at that point, we were like,
Beer.
we hated beer. We ended up drinking beer that night. Like,
I've never had beer in my life, and it was
No.
actually nice.
no, I hated it,
It
but
wasn't
it
that
wasn't bad.
Maybe because I was drunk, it was not bad.
Yeah. Anyway, after that, then I think that's when they closed the area.
Yeah.
And so we decided just to go back
They sort of told us to go to
Yeah.
get out because we were being
so
too loud.
we all went back to one room,
Yeah, and we were just sitting there
and it was
chatting
great.
for ages. Like I honestly don't like
When did Bob
what
throw
happened
up?
that night. Bob wasn't feeling very well, and we missed over the fact that Katie got food poisoning. But that's okay.
That what? Wasn't that after?
No, that was after. That was. So when we went to the elephant sanctuary, we ordered lunch beforehand, but the lunch took forever to come, and they didn't make it. So Katie had prawns. We ate the prawns. Went to the elephant sanctuary. About 5 hours later on the bus, she felt
So
awful.
sick.
She was literally like holding it
But
down.
we didn't know. We had no idea.
No, she was literally holding it down in the bus. Like she could have
Yeah.
spewed at any moment. She was holding it down. We got straight back to the hotel and she
and
spewed.
she vomited in the toilet.
Yeah, not a pretty sight.
Not
Sorry,
fun. But like she handled it really well.
Yeah, she did really well.
Honestly.
So then she didn't drink that night.
No.
She then came, but she took Bob back like half an hour early.
Yeah, because Bob was
not feeling.
Not
She was
feeling great.
She was very drunk, I think. And then she got back and she spewed.
on the floor. In the middle of our connecting rooms, like the
Yeah.
doorway to our connecting rooms. I don't
Yeah.
know why she didn't just run for the toilet, the
Yeah,
bathroom.
because she went to tell Katie that she had to vomit,
Oh,
and then she vomited in the middle of the hall.
anyway, that happened.
Yeah.
That was fine though. Then we
next
all went
day.
to sleep. The next day,
The next day we travelled from Phuket to the island.
PP Island.
PP Island, thank you very much.
Which was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And we were on like a boat on the way there,
Yeah.
which was so
Oh,
nice.
and Bob was
Bob
sick
disappeared the whole boat ride.
because she was, I think it was like partly hungover, motion sickness. Is that what she said?
Everything.
I can't remember
Yeah,
what she said.
she
But she was not. That was like, she explains it as the worst boat ride of her life. And she was like pale as, like,
Yeah.
she didn't look good. But we're all sitting at the top deck playing,
We played
and
cards. Oh, that was so much
yeah,
fun.
it was actually really fun.
Yeah.
Then we got to PP Islands, did some exploring.
We had the longest walk to our hotel.
Oh,
you get off
yeah.
at the pier, and our hotel was literally the furthest apartment away.
But they
Took
like,
our bags.
took our
for
bags
us.
for us. So like that was we
They
didn't
got
have
like
to,
huge wheelbarrows.
we didn't have to like drag our bags.
Thank God.
Thank God. So that was good of them.
Yeah.
And
then-
our rooms were literally up this
the
fat
top
hill.
of the hill.
Oh, I cannot tell you how big this hill was. And every time we had to walk up it,
Had to walk all the
Dreading
way
it.
up the hill. So
oh gosh.
so bad.
Anyway,
Especially
what?
like drunk nights coming home.
Yeah, what did we do that night?
that day we walked up the mountain.
Oh, we did a lookout,
hike.
a
Yeah.
hike, and then there was a lookout. Really beautiful.
Such a beautiful view.
Yeah.
And it was like sort of cloudy when we were going up, but then
yeah, but it was so hot,
it was
like
so humid.
humid.
But when we got to the top, it was like sunny, and then it started raining, which was like
It was kind of nice.
cool.
I
yeah,
liked it. Yeah.
because we were like so sweaty, and then it started
For
raining.
sure.
We were like, oh, okay, cute.
Yeah. And then we came back and
I
did
think
we-
was that
the
fire show?
Yeah. That was
Cheeks.
weird. Yeah, we had the fire show, which is really cool. They just, playing with fire.
Yeah, I fell asleep during that show.
Did you
I think we all did.
I think we all did.
I think we all
it was a great show, but we were all exhausted.
Yeah.
What did we do after that?
We just went to the bar that was
Oh,
open.
yes. And we went to a bar.
Played Connect 4. I was a
Yes.
beast at Connect 4.
I definitely beat you.
Did you?
Yes,
I beat a lot of people, I remember, because I remember Christian was sitting there and he was like, I'm a beast at Connect 4. And so I going up being like, sure, I can play. I'm not going to win, but I can play.
I'm pretty sure after you beat him, I was like, I'm going to beat you. And I did.
Probably.
I'm
But I
sure.
beat so many people.
Yeah.
I do remember, I definitely got beat by someone. It was probably you.
I think it was me.
But I remember Christian was like, oh, I've beaten everyone here. And I was like, all right, I'll go for it then. Having no confidence in myself.
Yeah.
And then we played like 5 games in a row and I beat him in every single one. And he was
like,
he was
I give up.
actually defeated. He
mad.
was so defeated.
Yeah. But that was a fun night. Like we were all just dancing together.
Yeah, we just put on music, had
Yeah,
drinks.
It was really nice. Then
It was so good.
Then we went back. We slept.
Yeah.
And then the next day we...
What was the next day?
Oh, God. This is where I lose my memory.
Next day was boat party. I think.
Which boat party?
The boat party.
The boat party where we jumped off the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because
This was the best part of the Contiki. We were literally right near... I'll insert a photo. We were right near a massive cliff
boat
kind
party
of thing. And our boat was just there in the water. The water was beautiful.
Clear blue.
It wasn't that clear, was it?
Yeah, pretty clear. But we started
Oh, we went
we had
scuba
we had the morning off, so we sort of just did our own thing that morning, and then we went at like midday.
Yeah.
Started
the boat party.
drinking.
Yeah, we drank on the boat. We took
went to
lots of photos.
We went to Monkey Island, but there was no monkeys.
That
Then-
wasn't that day, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, was it?
yeah, it's all the same day.
Oh,
all in my
okay. We went
world.
to Monkey Island.
We went to Monkey
We
Island.
didn't really
Caitlin
see
fell
any-
over. Oh, it was so funny. Oh, then we went to what's this island? Not Mona
the
Island.
monkey?
No.
Oh, yes.
What's it called?
We visited a couple islands, Monkey Island, and then there was another one, and we just did some exploring. It was actually, oh my God, so beautiful. I think that was my favorite day out of the whole trip.
Oh, it was the best day. I'm really annoyed I can't find this island
And then
though.
we basically partied on the boat.
Yeah.
The sun was setting. Oh, beautiful. We watched the
Have to
sunset.
insert pictures. It
And
was
we got to
beautiful.
swim with not scuba gear. Is it scuba gear?
Like,
the goggles and
a snorkel.
A snorkel. We
Yeah.
snorkeling. That's what
And
it is.
then there was some paddle boards as well.
Yeah.
I wish I went out on the paddle
I
board.
wish
I didn't.
same. We didn't.
Yeah.
I just did some snorkeling.
We did.
And then
a lot of jumping off the boat.
we were all flipping off the boat. That was a really good boat party. Went home.
Yeah. What did we do
Did
that
we go
night?
out that
Yes,
night?
we did. That was the night.
Oh, this is the night. Iconic night where Soph and I had an argument.
It was a friendly argument. It was not friendly at all whatsoever. Dun dun dun.
If you would like to know what happened next, please listen to the next episode because it does get juicy. And trust
Super
me,
juicy.
you want to know.
You want to know?
You wanna
what
know.
happened? Are Caitlin and I still friends?
Obviously, we have a fucking podcast together. No, but yeah, stay tuned. Make
Tune
sure
in
you
next week.
follow us on all platforms: TikTok, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, all at the same handle, Sassy and Sober Pod.
Nailed it, girl.
Nailed it. I'm getting so good at this. You know why? Because
Yeah.
I do it every time. You don't.
Because you fail it every time. So you have to
Whatever, man.
prove that you
Whatever.
actually know it.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.